Jess here with Offbeat Life. This is my second attempt recording this because I was just too long-winded I can't even talk this time anyways. I was too long-winded last time, and I'm going to try and not do that this time. So let's dive right in. February is awesome, and I'm going to show you why. So, there's so much income to go over, you guys. It's awesome. RJ's new kind of part-time side job doing merchandising. We budgeted $540 and he made $599.46, which was $59.46 over budget. That is his part-time side job that he's using to help supplement leaving his full-time managerial job so that he can focus more time on his personal business with photography. So his full-time managerial job that he's leaving, or at least stepping down from Advance, he was still paid salary in February, but he has stepped down in hours to 1 to 2 days a week, so that'll be decreased in March. At this point, he changed his percentages for Advance to about 40% of his paycheck into our joint KeyBank account, 50% into his personal Chase account, and 5% into his Chase savings, and 5% into his KeyBank business account. So this was actually 40% of his salary at $880 that we budgeted, but he did bonus. So that was $1,099.71 that he brought in, which was $219.71 over budget. He is planning on closing his personal Chase account so that we just have the joint KeyBank checking account. So the money that was in Chase that has not been included in the budget here that he's made from Advance this year will be going into our new savings account that I will bring up later. So that was good. Southern Diesel is his independent contractor job that is basically his self-employment right now. I put it in the budget to kind of help when I'm kind of lowballing our income, just to make sure everything's covered. But my goal is to not actually use it and send all that income to his business checking account. So we budgeted money. He made probably a little over $400, but that went straight to the business account because we didn't need it, which is the goal, which is good. So this is actually a good thing that I brought in to this account, nothing from there. So this is a good negative because we didn't need it. Right now for Driveline for merchandising, he is not working with me because I'm not working on any team projects, but once those start in like 2 more weeks, he'll be working with me and he'll be bringing in a little bit extra income there. For me, for Driveline doing merchandising, I budgeted $460 and made $545.88, which was $85.88 over budget. Generally mileage, drive time, and a little bit of underestimating on my income. The bar was crazy this month. I don't know that it's going to maintain because there's all sorts of challenges involved there. But for February, it was a good month. I worked a couple extra shifts, covered for some people that quit. But yeah, I always joke that I'm loyal to a fault and a bit of a glutton for punishment. So whenever they need me, I'm available because I'm nothing but reliable, even when I don't want to be. So I budgeted $200. I usually budget about $50 a week because I'm supposed to only work 1 day a week. But for extra shifts that I've covered and just some really busy shifts, I actually brought in $968.40, which was $768.40 over budget. So for the purposes of right now, while the business is still going, great for savings purposes. So appreciative of that. My side hustle, light bookkeeping, as well as social media managing and booking bands for the bar because it's all the same owner. I budgeted $240, put in a few extra hours, brought in $290, so that was $50 over budget there. A new stream of income for me here. I've got it abbreviated because I'm still uncertain of how, for tax purposes, that'll be handled. But a friend and business partner of a former co-worker, they came to me and they need help with their bookkeeping and record keeping for multiple businesses that they've got kind of tied together. So I'm going to be helping them with that. I'm not going to be budgeting for it until we get a system in place for how we're going to be doing their records on the regular, because right now we're just playing catch up. So whatever I bring in will just be extra until we have an actual system in place for what that income is going to be. So he did cut me a check for $255 this month for some hours that I spent going over stuff with him, which was good. So that was $250 that wasn't in the budget. We got our tax refund, which I know is a little high, but because of working multiple part-time jobs, we don't want to pay too little for the concern of once those part-time jobs add up, if we get bumped up into a higher tax bracket than what those part-time jobs are being taxed at, we don't want to get screwed. So we did wind up with a little bit of a tax refund, plus it was our first year reporting RJ's self-employment income, and as a first year it was a loss. So we did bring home $1,632 between federal and state, which is great. That's going to go into savings, and I'll show you where at the bottom. And then supplemental, I brought in just shy of $20 on the little app that I use for like merchandising and mystery shopping and stuff that pops up. And $189 came from my brother, and I will talk about that further down in expenses. So income, we budgeted $2,570, and we brought in $5,598.70, which is crazy and not normal for us at all, but I'm going to take it for right now. So we had $3,028.70 over budget on income. Yeah, I have no problem with that. So jumping down into expenses, mostly normal here. Mortgage was $663.63. Electric, we get the bill the week before the month starts, so we know it's going to be $268.06 for February. Garbage is quarterly, so that didn't get paid, or it wasn't due. Car insurance was $132.52. That's 3 vehicles right now, so it's a little high. That we got situated. Our gas budget was $250, and we came in under at $203.53, which is good. We were under $46.47 there. Our groceries, we budgeted $300, which is $75 a week. We spent $298.31, which was $1.69 under budget there, and that did include going out to eat at least once. The dog and the cat did not need food, so that was $0 there. Our phones, RJ forgot to get that one switched over to the key checking account because of the issue that we had last month. He forgot to take it off the Chase card, so that didn't go through. But it's good for March now. We're going to have the last of our bills finally situated in March. They're normally $49.38 for his phone and $38.43 for my phone because I use less data. Didn't get paid out of the key checking account. He paid it out of Chase. But that'll get straightened out in March. Almost there. And our cable bill is $84.63, which we still gotta take some time and call them up and reduce that on. Hulu is $10.99. I'm sorry, Netflix is $10.99 and Hulu is $7.99. And his Adobe subscriptions for his editing and whatnot is $33.46. Those are all normal. My dad's birthday was in February, and my mother said that he was looking for a new bicycle, and we should get him a gift card for that. So I did. I got him a $50 gift card. Then my brother called me up the next day and said, you know how you're saving to pay Dad back a bunch of money? We should just buy him that bike. So the fantastic part about being consumer debt-free, everything but the mortgage right now, and working on savings and having our hustle on, is I really didn't even have to think about it. I said, sure, let's just go ahead and just buy him the bike. So that was a really, really good feeling, a really high point right now of being consumer debt-free and having a just crap ton of money in savings right now, for us at least. So the bike was $377.99. So like I said, my brother PayPal'd me his half at $189. So that was over budget, but the good kind. I was really excited about gifting my dad that, so it was a fun surprise. And then miscellaneous, we budgeted $50. We spent $66.70 because when we got to the end of the month and knew that we were doing well and were well ahead of budget, especially on income, we decided with RJ's first weekend off, we had a family day and we went to Sky Zone, one of those trampoline parks. So it was a little bit more than we had remaining in our miscellaneous, but we were okay with it because we're consumer debt free. We have a crap ton of money in savings, at least for our purposes, and we were ahead on income. So it was our own little celebration, and we gave ourselves permission to spend an extra $16.70. And we're totally okay with it. And I'm so excited to be okay with it. So expenses were over a little bit, but we expected that, and no concerns there. And now the really fun part, let's not go too far, is the savings. So the car fund is on pause because I was expecting income to be down in January and February, which it wasn't. So I tripled up on it in December, so it's funded through the end of February. So that's sitting at $1,632.30. I plan on getting it to $2,000, and then if I still don't need it, I'll scale it back to about $50 a month. But next month it'll go back to $100 a month. Our new emergency fund, we budgeted $330.91, and we were able to put $418.89 in there, which was $87.98 over budget. So that currently has $1,664.08. Now, if you saw our January budget, you'll know that there was a $1,000 jump there. Our $1,000 baby emergency fund from baby step 1 has been sitting in cash in our closet for way too long, so I put that in the bank. So that's just what that was. It's been sitting in cash, and now it's in the checking account. So that's actually at $1,664.08. But I'll get to the end of this and then I'll address it all together. So the $1,632 that we got from our tax refund went into a home maintenance fund here because we got to get our driveway done. It's a roller coaster. It's so bad, you guys. So that's going to be sitting there. I'll probably throw a little bit more at it before we're in full-blown spring, but that's the plan for that. We got to get our driveway done. And finally, the coup de grace. I budgeted $300 for the dad fund and put $1,400 into the dad fund, which was $1,100 over budget. So that is sitting at $6,235, which puts our total savings right now at $11,163.38. I've never had this much cash in my life, like even after a tax refund. This is so exciting to me, you guys. So in terms of savings, what we're doing, because this money is sitting in our KeyBank checking account and is not doing anything, and Synchrony Bank right now has a high yield savings that's saving, their rate is 2.25%. So we just opened one of those accounts, and I just before I recorded this video sent everything but $1,000 over to Synchrony to start earning us some interest. I kept $1,000 in the checking account as just like a buffer for bills that come out at the beginning of the month when we haven't gotten paid yet, that sort of thing. But the rest is all in that Synchrony account, and it's going to earn us some interest. On top of that, which I didn't include it here, and I really have no reason to, so we're going to add it. RJ pulled $2,000 out of his Chase checking account and sent it to our Synchrony account, and that's part of our emergency fund as well. I think for just transfer purposes, I needed a total that didn't include that, so that's why I left that there. So technically, our emergency fund is actually at $3,664.08 because of the $2,000 from his checking account. There's a little bit more in Chase that he's got to pull out when he closes it. We're not certain if we're going to send it to Synchrony, if we're going to put it in his business account. We'll cross that bridge when we get there in another week or two. But for right now, I think the goal for this emergency fund is about $10,000, and my goal is to get there by the end of the year. So once the dad fund is done in a couple more months here, we'll ramp that up and get that up to about $10,000. But you guys, I've never had this much money. Like, it's just cash and it's ours. It's so exciting that like we have no real concerns right now. It's pretty awesome. I'm loving it. I hope your February went really well, and let me know how things are going. I would love to hear from you guys in the comments. I will see you again in a month. Have a great one, you guys.